こんにちは、ジャパニーズアンモのミサです。Hey guys, let's talk about colors. So, what is this? Traffic light, right? We say shingo, shingo. And when you look at this shingo, what colors can you see? So most people probably would say green, yellow, red, right? But in Japanese, we don't say green, yellow, red. We say blue, yellow, red. It doesn't mean that we have different traffic lights. We have the same ones as you guys do in the West, but we say blue. So why? Are we kind of colorblind? We actually can distinguish colors. And for example, if you show this color to a Japanese person, they would definitely say blue, which we say aoi, aoi. Aoi is the adjective, and you can also say ao, which is a noun for blue. And if you show this color to a Japanese person, they would say this is midori, midori, green. So why do we say blue? It's because the word ao or aoi used to refer to lots of colors. So not just blue, but purple, green, and even grey. So although we have the word midori now, we still use the word ao when we talk about green things. So for example, you'd call this green apple in English, but in Japanese we would say aoringo, aoringo. So we would use the word blue. So we would technically say blue apple, although when we look at it, we know that that's midori, green, so that's kind of confusing, but we still use ao because of old habits. Not just a green apple, we would call green vegetables aoyasai as well, aoyasai. It doesn't mean our spinach, we call it hourenso, looks blue. We have the same green spinach, but we would still say aoyasai when we talk about blue vegetables. There is really healthy drink in Japan called aojiru. It's made up of lots of vegetables and stuff. And although it looks really green, we still call it aojiru. Jiru is like miso shiru. Also, we have the word for grey now. We would say hai-iro, hai-iro, basically color of ash. So that makes sense, right? But we still have some words that have ao when the object really is grey. For example, this bird, you guys call it grey heron, right? But we call it aosagi, aosagi. It's really grey, so you guys are right, not us. But we still say blue heron. And the interesting thing is, when you say you're green in English, it could mean you're inexperienced. Like green could mean not fully matured. So the word green can mean inexperienced in English, whilst ao, which used to mean green, blue, grey, can be used the same way. So it's not the most common thing to say, but if someone says aoi ne, it could mean you're green. So basically the person is saying you're inexperienced or you're immature. We actually have lots of idioms that use ao, blue, to mean immature. So aoi on its own could mean immature and inexperienced, but because it can just refer to the color itself, people might not get it right away if the context is not right. So to avoid that, you can, for example, call a man who is inexperienced aonisai, aonisai. So obviously it's not a nice thing to say, but it's kind of an interesting word, aonisai, basically someone who is not experienced. There is another word, shiri ga aoi, shiri ga aoi. Shiri means bum or ass. If you want to be a bit more rude, you can say ketsu, and that's more like ass. If you want to sound pervy, you can say ii ketsu shiteru ne, and it's like you got a nice ass. But when our bum is blue, it means the person is also inexperienced. I don't mean that the person is a virgin, I just mean the person doesn't really have many experiences in life. But these words 青にさand 尻が青い are not used that often in normal conversation. We generally say 経験が浅い経験が浅い経験 means experience and 浅い means shallow. So when it's not deep, like you can say 浅いプール which is the opposite to 深いプール. So 経験が浅い shallow experience, so basically inexperienced. So Japanese people can tell the differences between blue and green, midori and 青, but 青 used to mean green, blue, purple, grey. That's why it's still in the language. People still call green light like 青信号, 青信号. So yeah, don't say 信号が緑になったら道を渡ってください. You have to say 信号が青になったら道を渡ってください. So another interesting fact about a color. Do you remember how we say tea in Japanese? We say お茶, お茶, right? And this o is just added to make it sound more polite. So you can just say cha as well, but people always say お茶 anyway. So if you look at this kanji cha, it means brown. So the word for brown we say 茶色, 茶色. So brown hair, I can say 茶色い髪. So basically cha means brown. But when we say お茶, we normally refer to green tea, not black tea. So why do we call green tea お茶? Obviously we have a different word for green tea, which is 緑茶, 緑茶. And this kanji 緑 means green. And this kanji can both be read as midori and 緑. Midori is used when this kanji is used on its own as the word green, whilst 緑 would be used in a compound noun, so you'd use it with another kanji, and this should be read as 緑. Anyway, 緑茶 makes more sense, right? But when we say tea, we say brown. So the reason why is that green tea, 緑茶, used to be a luxurious thing. It was something that only rich people can drink, and the rest of people had to drink brown tea. So we don't really call it brown tea, we say ほうじ茶. In English you can say roasted green tea. And yeah, when you roast green tea, it looks brown. It doesn't happen to all green tea, but if you leave green tea for a few hours after making, it turns brown. So yeah, tea can look brown and also green. That's why we use the kanji that means brown for the word tea. If you want to say black tea, by the way, we say 紅茶, 紅茶. And if you take a look at the first kanji, it's not the common way to say red, but it can still mean red. Alright, another interesting difference between Japanese and English. Which color do you use when you draw the sun? So if you're from Europe, I'm pretty sure you'd use the color yellow. Whilst in Japan, if you ask children to draw the sun, they would definitely pick the color red. So this is how I would draw the sun. So I would use the color red because that's how I always thought it should look. If you take a look at the Japanese flag, that red circle symbolizes the sun, and we use red when drawing the Japanese flag as well. If you change the color of the circle to yellow, it would look so weird, like it doesn't look right to us. So you might think, so Japanese people are wrong again. But apparently the color of the sun is not really red or yellow, but actually white. So I'm only explaining Japanese, so if you want to know why the sun looks the way it is, or why the sea looks blue, or why the sky looks blue, please Google it. You can easily find a good YouTube video that explains why it looks blue. But anyway, the sun is apparently white, so everyone is wrong. So you guys think the sun is yellow, so you can say 太陽は黄色い. 太陽は黄色い. So yellow we say 黄色, 黄色 as a noun. 黄色い as an adjective. Whilst if I want to say the sun is red, I would say 太陽は赤い。太陽は赤い。So 赤 is how we say red as a noun, and the 赤い is how we say red as an adjective. This word 赤 is actually quite interesting as well. So it's believed that the origin of this word 赤 is from the word 明るい。明るい which means bright. So you can say この部屋は明るい to mean this room is bright. This 赤 is used in quite a few different words. First, do you know how we say baby? We say 赤ちゃん。赤ちゃん。So when babies are born, they look quite red. That's the reason why we say 赤ちゃん. And we have an interesting idiom. 真っ赤な嘘。真っ赤な嘘. So 嘘 means lie, and 真っ赤 means very bright red or very strong red. So it can't be pink, can't be like brownish red, it has to be like pure red, right? 真っ赤. You can, for example, say 顔が真っ赤だよ to mean like, oh, your face is so red. But anyway, this 真っ赤な嘘 means outright lie. So this 真っ赤な嘘 can literally be translated as red lie, right? So why red? It's because 赤 is from the word 明るい. The kanji in 明るい can mean bright, but also clear and obvious. So the word obvious or clear, we say 明らかな。明らかな. So this word 真っ赤な嘘 actually comes from 明らかな嘘, like obvious lie or clear lie. So basically, it's a lie that is not one bit true. So everything about it is wrong or not true at all. So you guys don't have the expression red lie, but you have white lie, right? In Japanese, we don't have the same white lie. We don't say 白い嘘. If you say 白い嘘, we wouldn't get it. If you want to say a white lie, we would have to say like 優しい嘘, a kind, nice lie. So the word 赤い comes from the word 明るい, bright. And the word black is also from the word dark. So do you remember how we say dark? 暗い, 暗い. And the word for black, we say 黒い, 黒い. So very similar, so you might get confused, but 暗い, dark, 黒い, black. Like black cat, we say 黒猫. So when you have a gloomy face, we say dark face. When you're in a gloomy mood, you're usually looking down and that makes shadow or something. We say 暗い顔, 暗い顔. So you can say 暗い顔しないで, 暗い顔しないで, 元気出して. And the opposite of 黒い would be white, right? White we say 白い, 白い. So we had 青い, 赤い, 黒い, 白い, right? So these colors used to be the main colors in Japan. Like we didn't need other colors like pink or yellow. We just used these 4 colors. Obviously now it's very different. This light blue we say mizu-iro, color of water. Pink we say pink normally. But if you really want to use the Japanese word, we could say momo-iro, which is the color of peach. Momo-iro. The color gold, we'd say kin-iro, kin-iro. So I said white, black, blue, red were the main colors, right? And these are the only colors that can turn into I adjectives by just adding I at the end. So 青 is how we say blue as a noun. I like the color blue. You can say 青が好きです. But when you want to describe that something is blue, you have to use an adjective. So you have to say, for example, 空は青いです to mean the sky is blue. Or blue shirt, you'd have to say 青いシャツ. 青いシャツ. So you add the I at the end to make it an adjective. So you can do the same thing for red, white, black as well. So red as a noun we say aka, but when you want to say red as an adjective you have to say akai. So you simply add i at the end. And white we say shiro, right? Shiro as a noun. And then to make it an adjective you have to say shiroi, shiroi. So shiroi fuku means white clothes, and shiroi neko means white cat. And black as a noun we say kuro, kuro. And black as an adjective we say kuroi, kuroi. So if you want to say Japanese people have black hair, we say 日本人は髪が黒い。日本人は髪が黒い。So these are the only colors that can turn into adjectives, specifically e-adjectives, by simply adding e at the end. There are two more colors that can turn into adjectives, but the rest are nouns. So first two adjectives that can turn into adjectives are 黄色, which is yellow, and 茶色, which is brown. So 黄色 is a noun. 色 by the way means color, but if you want to change that into an adjective you have to say 黄色い, 黄色い. So I said Pikachu は黄色い, right? I can't say Pikachu は黄色. Then that would mean Pikachu is the color yellow. Doesn't mean Pikachu is yellow. It would just mean Pikachu is the color yellow itself. So it's weird. And brown, 茶色 is the noun. 茶色, right? But if you want to say brown something, you have to say 茶色い, 茶色い. So 茶色い目, brown eyes. So the rest of colors are always nouns. It can never turn into adjectives. So for example, the color green, midori, will always be a noun. So you might wonder how we would connect the color midori with another noun. So when you want to connect two nouns, you always use the no particle. I've explained this in different lessons, so you can check it out. But basically, if you want to, for example, say Japanese friend, you can't just say 日本友達. You have to say 日本の友達 or better, 日本人の友達. So we do the same thing here and say 緑の something. So if you have a green tie, for example, you'd say 緑の necktie. 緑の necktie. So except for white, black, red, blue, yellow, brown, you have to use the no particle after the color in front of another noun. So 緑の something. Pink bunny, I would say ピンクのうさぎ. ピンクのうさぎ. I can't just say ピンクうさぎ. ピンクのうさぎ. Orange, you say オレンジ. So オレンジのクッション. Silver, 銀色, 銀色. You have to say 銀色の spoon to mean silver spoon. 銀色の spoon. So if I want to say baby blue or light blue shirt, I would have to say 水色のシャツ. 水色のシャツ. Purple, we say 紫. 紫. So you say 紫の something. And what color, you can say 何色. 何色. So for example, I can ask you 何色の服を着ていますか? 何色の服を着ていますか? Alright, I hope you guys found this lesson interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. And also, I would really appreciate if you could support me on Patreon. There are quite a few videos exclusive to patrons. Check it out. Alright, thank you for watching. じゃあまたね。バイバイ。